I am friendly. You think I am just into you. No. Meanwhile, story time, ladies, story time, story time, story time, story time. It's not really like a big story. There was a site that's, I think, somebody that watches my live here. I am sure a lot of you ladies that have been watching my live on this platform, some of you know that when I talk, I'm very realistic about what I say and the type of advice I give. So there was a site. I've heard about this site long time ago. Like, I've known about the site long time ago, but I don't know. And the thing is, it's always good to be a very good person, because just be truthful to yourself. People will always come to your defense. That's the thing. That's what I would like to say, because somebody came out, went to that site saying, they were talking about this lady. In that side, they brought me up, saying that I'm lying to women, giving women unrealistic advice on how to meet wealthy men, giving women unrealistic advice, giving women how to be how to be sex workers, how to be sugar baby. Ladies, since I have been on this app, since some of you have been following me, please and please, if you're someone that's active on my live, have you in any way ever seen me giving you ladies unrealistic dating advice or teaching you how to be sex workers, or telling people how to meet a rich man or something like that? Please, I want to know. Maybe it's a slip of tongue, I want to know. And then they also brought up the calm girl thing, like being a calm girl. I remember there was I've forgotten her name, the lady that used to come on this live all the time. I'm trying to remember her name. She's very outspoken. She talks about calming, she talks about those sides. I remember when she came on this live, when she was talking about calming, I asked, what is calming? Like, what is it about? I have never heard about calming before, like calm girls. I don't know what that means. She talks about calming. Then I remember on that live, I asked, like, I was curious. About it. Like, what is it about? Because I don't know. It's even on this site that I don't know what SW is. Of course, I know what sex worker means, but I don't even know there's a term for that. I don't know that there's a term for it as 304. It's on TikTok that I know what it means. So when I heard that camming thing, they were like, oh, I'm soliciting for camming. I'm soliciting women for camming. Like, it's just weird and crazy how people can just go on different sites and spreading lies about people, like trying to tarnish people's image. I'm not even a famous person. And they also said, like, I am rebranding myself to be a model. Lord have mercy. They said, I am rebranding. Hear that. I am rebranding myself to be. Yeah, I don't talk about 304s. No. No, 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 no. Exactly. Like 304 women, I can't do it because I don't have the mind. I don't know how to do it. I am still a lover girl. I might be tough on the surface, but I am still a girl that loves love. I am still a girl that just, like, I'm just okay dating one person at a time. Of course, like, I can have like multiple men I'm also like talking to, but not like sleeping with them. Not because I am holy, not because I feel like I am better. It has nothing to do, not because I feel like I'm trying to be morally upright. No, it's not just something I can do, which is why I respect the women that have the balls to do those things. Like, it takes a lot of courage to deal with multiple men. This is why I respect these women, and I love the fact that they are getting their money out of it. I can't do it because I don't have that balls. Not because I feel like I am morally upright than those women. No. Not because I feel like I have better standard of or more self-respect for myself than those women. No. It's because I don't have the balls. I don't have the courage. And then I don't have any, like, I am not in a position to do it. Like, there's no reason for me to do it because I have been lucky enough, not because I am very beautiful, I have been lucky enough to just meet men who can still do things for me without having to sleep with them. It's just luck. Not because I am more beautiful, not because I have more strategy. No. And then most of my life, I do proper relationship. Like, I date any man that you see me with, I am dating them exclusively. And when I'm dating them, they do things for me. So I have actually never really find myself in a position to be a 3 or 4. And most of these women, most of them go into it because they have to feed family. Most of them do it because they don't have support. Most of them do it because of abusive childhood, trauma, and then, a lot of factors. A lot of women do it because they have bills to pay. Me relocating to America kind of opened my eyes. Like, it's tough for people here to survive. Like, it's so hard that maybe if I have not seen a good man that come into my life to make my life easy, who knows if I will be out there doing the same thing? Who knows? Who knows if I'll be out there hunting for men to sleep with, just to put food on my table, to pay my bills. The fact that I have the luck to be able to get someone to do that, I would never look down on women who don't have that same privilege that I have. No. That is why I respect these people, because it takes a lot to deal with men. Even dealing with one man alone, it's a lot. Then we'll talk of dealing with multiple men. And I respect them. So, yeah, I know some do it out of desperation. I leave those people. I don't judge them, but I still leave them. But the women I extend grace to are women that don't have support, women that have mouths to feed, women that are not just lucky to be around men that can actually give them full provision. Right? So then back to the rebranding as a model kind of made me know that this person was like, I got a screenshot, like, and guess what? The person that sent me this thing was someone who I was also a model with. That person sent me a screenshot of what happened, and then someone defended me, which I'm kind of very grateful for. The rebranding as a model is what really put me off. I have been a model since 2012. 2012. Let me give you ladies history about myself. If you go on my Instagram, my bio is there. I did Nigeria Next Supermodel in 2015. I was the shortest. Over 2,000 models came for Nigeria Next Supermodel competition. I was from over 2,000 to being shortlisted to 500. From 500 to being shortlisted to 150. From 150 to 100. From 100 to 50. From 50 to 20. I was the shortest model. But what stood me out was the way I walk. My agency, the woman that owns the agency, Isis Model, she gave me Nigerian Kate Moss. That's what she calls me. She calls me Nigerian Kate Moss because of the way I walk, my struts, and then my face. She said I have a very unique face, and then which would kind of take me far in my modeling career. I came top 3 in Nigeria Next Supermodel 2015. In 2016, I won Miss Bikini Nigeria. I did a lot of Nigerian fashion shows, did a lot of music videos. I got signed to an international modeling agency in Paris. That's what I went to do in Paris. I select model Paris. I did the Paris fashion show. I lost a lot of weight when Gucci contacted my agency in Nigeria and they said they want me to be on their campaign. But something happened. I couldn't go for that campaign. I couldn't join that campaign, Gucci campaign in 2021 after COVID. Something happened that I don't really want to talk about. I was unable to go for that campaign. So I have a whole portfolio of being a top Nigerian model that this person came on there saying I'm trying to rebrand to be a model. I'm not rebranding. I'm a model. In fact, I'm even trying to retire from being a model. That is what actually brought me to US. I came to US as a model. So people that just don't people most of you people know me like few months ago, maybe from like October, November, December. And I am sure he's one of those people that started like watching my recent TikTok, like my TikTok, which I just recently opened like 4 months ago. That is a person who went on that site talking about me like they've known me for years. Anybody can say anything about me, but my brand name is not Opulent Chick. Opulent Chick is my TikTok name where I am just myself doing my thing in the level up or wherever. But my brand is Nefertiti. I'm not going to let anybody spit on that brand. I don't know how to share my website. I have a website. I think it's on my TikTok. Let me see if the website is on my TikTok so that you ladies can go on my website and read my website and read my bio. And if the person is on this live, the person his or herself can go on my website or even type out my name, Queen Nefertiti1, on Google and read about me before they make conclusions. The fact that I come on here, do my thing, does not automatically means that this person knows a lot about me for them to just go on site to start spreading lies, which is the same thing they do to the women they talk about. The rest of those girls, they go on those sites to spread lies about those girls, which is so wrong. Negative energy, people just have a way of just, maybe when they want to know so much about you, they try to like look for something to say to trigger, and then they come up with different lies. So the person just sent me a screenshot of me, what they said about me. People really have so much time in their hands. But then again, like, why would you go on a site to go and gossip about somebody if you cannot say that thing boldly to their face? When I see people going, using anonymous or like stalking people with Instagram, like creating fake account to stalk someone or to harass someone, I just see you as a coward. Because one thing about me, even though I have a burner account on Instagram, my burner accounts, I have never in my entire life used my burner account to harass anybody. Because one thing about me, if I want to curse you out, I will curse you out with my real page. Because I hate to be a coward. I hate to be seen as a coward. I will face you with my real page and insult you and say what's on my mind. I will never use my burner account. The only thing I use my burner account to do is maybe if I want to watch somebody's story and I don't want the person to know that I'm watching their story. Yes, that's what I do with my burner account. Or I want to like stalk someone page on Instagram, and then sometimes when you're stalking someone, when you scroll down, which is what made me to create a burner account. I remember I was stalking someone. I went down to their old post and I liked that post. I was so embarrassed. I mistakenly liked the post. I was so embarrassed. I hated myself. I was like, damn, this person will get the notification. So I was like, instead of me stalking people with my real account, let me just create a burner account to go stalk and keep it moving. But to comment and harass, spread wrong information. I will never do that. Yeah, they are so invested in your life, they become obsessed. Exactly. Like, people are just pathetically, I don't know. I don't know. It's 2025. People should just get a job, or just get, go look for a hobby, like learn to do something, or learn to bake, or learn to cook, or paint. Just do something meaningful with your life. How is life in New York generally compared to Nigeria? Life in New York is based on how you want to live it, though. Life in New York is based on how you want to live it. It's just based on how you want to live it. I believe like how people have control over how they want things to turn out for them wherever they are. So, but for me, yeah, it's nice. I still want the best. I still want the best out of it. But so far, so good. It's a nice experience. Taking it one day at a time. But it's actually a good city. One thing is, if you have money, you enjoy New York. It's just like Nigeria. If you have money, you will enjoy Nigeria. Having money, with the type of life I have right now, and then the type of money I want to have to live a very comfortable life in New York, I'll be balling. I'll be living good, because right now I am grateful I am out of work. I am no longer like working, like, having to go hunt for jobs, like struggling to pay my bills, or like, that era is over in my life, and I'm grateful to God for that. I look out I look at myself, like, what have I already achieved so far last year. I look at myself and say that even though I did not get everything I expected myself to have, but I am living in one of my answered prayer, and one of which that prayer is me not having to struggle for anything, me not having to like walk. Like, I don't like walking. I rather have my own business. I don't like working. I don't like having a job. I don't like having to go to a job and clock in. Like, I don't want that for myself. Then I realized that I am actually doing that right now. Like, all I do is sleep, eat, wake up, watch movies. If I want to clean my house, go to bed, sleep anytime I like, and wake up anytime I like. That is luxury for me. I might not have all the Chanel bags, I might not have all the Dior bags, the Hermes, and all of that, like the material luxury. I might not have that, but I know that I will have that someday, because what I have right now, me not having a job, and my bills are paid, and I don't have to suffer for anything, I don't have to lack anything. It's one of my prayers. I'm living in one of my prayers. This was something I was praying for in 2023. I was praying for that so bad in 2023, that God, I hate working. Working is just for me to have money in my account, put food on my table, and have a roof over my head. Like, I don't have to wake up in the cold to go catch a train, or to go catch a bus to go to a job, clock into a job that I don't like. Like, I don't even like this job. If it's my modeling job, like if I have to catch a bus, catch a train to go to a show, to go for modeling, I enjoy it. Like, that's my passion. That is something I love doing. And I'm also making money at the same time. But I'm talking about regular jobs that I know I don't really like. I'm just doing this thing to make money, just to have a roof over my head and food on my table. I love the fact that God answered that prayer in my life. And in 2024, that's changed. That's changed. So it's something I'm super grateful to God for. And then I know that other things I want in life will still come. If I can be living in one of my answered prayers, it means I'm close to my goal. And that is one thing I also want everybody this year to appreciate. No matter where you are in your life, no matter how small, appreciate every little things you have. Your life, the life you are living, is somebody else's prayer request. The life you have right now is someone else's prayer request. Today, like a few days ago, I was feeling somehow like, I was like, if you are someone that you've been used to certain things in your life, you would think it's normal. So, like, I remember when I came in 2020, 2013, like 2023, I was working, making money. I was making money, I was working, but I was miserable. Making money and miserable. I was making a lot of money, but I was miserable. I was not happy. I wish I could just make those money without having to do anything. When I relaxed, I want to start feeling bad again. When I relaxed, I want to start feeling bad again. Like, oh, I'm feeling unproductive. Oh, I'm feeling like I am not making money. Like money is not coming into my hands. I am not being productive. Then I have to like pull myself back. I said to myself, like, girl, you were actually praying for this. You were praying not to even have a job. You were praying not to ever have to step out of your house to go and hustle, but still have your bills paid. Why are you complaining? Why do you want to tie your worth to how productive you are? Like, why do you want to tie your worth to your productivity? Then I said to myself, I am actually productive. I'm productive because I make the people in my life happy. I make my partner happy. I make my friends happy. I make my family happy. I enjoy doing the things I like. It is also productivity. I am being productive. And also, I have a business that I am bringing back to life. It's productivity. I don't have to wake up and run out there to catch a bus, to catch a train, clock in a job for me to believe that I am actually being productive. No. So I said to myself, I am actually living in my answered prayers, and I have to be grateful to God for that, so that God doesn't take away that blessings from me. Because if I find myself back in workforce, I will be jealous of when I don't have a job again. And I don't want to be jealous of when I don't have a job. I want to forever live in that, not having a job to go to, but at least have my own business that brings me money. That's what I want for myself. So if you are in any position in your life right now, the best way to get blessings from God is to be grateful for wherever you are right now. The best way to make your prayers to be answered is to be grateful for whatever you have. If you want Hermes bags, Birkins, Chanel bags, Dior bags, the rest of them, if you have your Michael Kors, if you have your Aldo, be grateful for that. There was a time you don't have those things. There was a time you were just buying regular bags. If you don't have the highest brand of luxury, be grateful for the low quality, the low budget brand you have. Be grateful for that. Gratitude pulls God's hand more than prayers. God already knows what you want in your heart. He sees your heart. He knows everything you want. He sees it before you even think about it. He knows it before you think about it. But the best way to make God do things for you is to show gratitude for the little you have, for the ones you have. Sometimes you are already living in your answered prayer, the things you were praying for 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. You are even living in them and you don't even know. So still be grateful for that while you are anticipating other blessings. So, which is one thing I want to like lean towards this year. Like, I really want to like cultivate a healthy relationship with God this year. That I just want to be in a space whereby I have to be grateful for everything. I know I want more out of life. I want a lot, but how about just enjoying what I have right now? There was a time I want these things. The thing about we human beings, we will always want more. We will always want more. We will always want more. We will always have the desire to want more. The more we get to is like the more we get to the next stage in our life, we want to get to another stage. When we achieve one thing, we always want to achieve something else. If you get the Hermes bag you're looking for now, tomorrow it might be something else that you want because you feel like you already have this thing. Okay, I want something else. How about just live in the moment, enjoy the moment? When you enjoy the moment or you live in the moment, the universe, God will see that you are grateful for the things He has already given to you. But when you are not showing gratitude for the things He has given to you, how will you make Him to give you more? That is how it works. Yeah, AO, you have to be grateful, just be grateful. It's hard to show gratitude even when you are sad. Be grateful. When you are not happy, when you feel like crying, be grateful. Be grateful. Just say, God, I thank you for everything. I thank you for the things you have done. I thank you for the things you are doing, and I thank you for the things you are yet to do. Everything that I asked for, that you have given to me, I am grateful for that. And everything I have asked for that you did not give to me, I am still grateful for that. Because sometimes the things we want from God, the things we want are not even what is good for us. We think these things are so good for us. We think that these things are what we need, but God has a better plan for us. God has something better for you. God wants to open a better door of opportunities for you. So be grateful for some prayers that are not even answered. Just be grateful. Show your gratitude. And sometimes we also live in the blessing that we never even pray for. It is not everything you pray for that you will have. And when you don't have them, does not mean that God is not listening. Sometimes you might not just need those things. Our ways are not the ways of God. Our ways are not the ways of God. And there are some blessings too that we never even ask God for, and we are enjoying those blessings. There are certain blessings that we don't even ask God to give, but we are living in those blessings. And the biggest gift you can ever have is the gift of life. Like you waking up in the morning to just open your eyes, to move your arms, to move your legs, is enough to be grateful for. These are like underrated blessings that we don't know. Thank you, Monari. Thank you. These are blessings that we so much underestimate that we don't know that these are actually the biggest blessings that we should always be grateful to God for. Because we think we have control over these things. The way you move your hands, the way you move your leg, the fact that you have control over your thoughts. It's because your brain is functioning. That is why you can think of, oh, I want this, I want that. If your brain is not functioning, there's no how you can think of those things. There's no how you can want those things. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Yeah, you should be in that mode. Like, you should be grateful, even if it's your birthday, if you are not getting a gift, if you're not getting anything, but be grateful to God that you are able to see this new year. Be grateful to God that you're able to clock another year on earth. Be grateful to God for that. Be grateful to God. There are some people that we all slept together last night. Today they're mortuary. They are pronounced dead. And there are some people that all of us will sleep tonight and they will not wake up tomorrow. Some people don't even have to die. Some people, they will sleep tonight. Tomorrow they will not even be able to move their legs. They will not be able to open their eyes. They will not be able to feed by themselves. They will not be able to move by themselves. Like, they will have to put them on wheelchairs. These are people that use their two legs to walk to their bedroom, to sleep on their bed, but they will not be able to wake up with those legs to walk again. That shows how much we underestimate and we underrate these blessings of life. And then looking at your environment and looking at where you are today, like my today was actually better than my yesterday. I am not where I used to be like 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. I am in a better place. I am in a better place. I remember when I came to America, it wasn't easy, like that easy for me. Of course, my ex sponsored me and all of that. After that, we fell out, and I have to be the one to face my music. I have to be the one to make things happen for myself. I have to do what I have to do. I have to do jobs that I know on a normal day I will not do. Like jobs. I have to take up jobs I wouldn't do in order for me to be able to survive, to have a roof over my head. I remember where I would have to like catch train, buses in like cold, snow, rain, name it, just to get to my job. And a job that I don't even like, co-workers that I don't like. And I would say to myself, like, God, what is this? What is this? What is this? And I would tell myself, like, God, 2023, I want a better life for myself. And in 2023, things changed. In 2023 too, I said, God, I no longer want to struggle. I no longer need to have a job. I no longer need to be clocking to a job and all of that. Please help me. And then God answered my prayer. And I don't have to do those things. So, and I look back like I'm way better off now than before. This time, 2023, I was out walking, like walking my ass off. So, and do not compare your life to a total stranger you are seeing online. A total stranger you are seeing online, someone you don't know, just because they are winning, don't compare yourself. It's just their time. It's their time. It's just their own chapter opening for them. We all have our own book. Life is like a book. When it's your chapter, the book will flip. It will flip. You always get to your own stage. When you see somebody winning, the best you can do is to just be happy for them and be like, thank God they are living in their own answered prayer. Thank God, I'm grateful that you, God, you answered this person's prayer, which also shows that you are going to do the same thing for me. This person's chapter has finally been opened, hence why good things are happening to them. So God, I am grateful that you make this thing happen for this person, which means it will be my own turn. Don't compare yourself. Don't feel like, oh my God, I have a friend that we started school together. Now she's married. She married a wealthy man. She's living her best life. She's doing this, she's doing that. It's just her time. It is just her own time. Your own time will come when you celebrate this person. Instead of looking at it and feeling like you're a failure, or instead of looking at it and feeling bad and jealous, look at it in a way and say that, God, I am grateful for this person, that they are living in their own answered prayer. I know it's going to be my own turn. I know my own time will come. Say that to yourself and let it go. And let it go. God sees that. Even before you think about that thing you are looking for, that thing you want, God knows. This is how I've always been living my life. I used to say, like, God, even before I was formed in my mother's belly, just like you said in your word. If you're a Christian right here, you know what I'm talking about. Even before I was formed in my mother's belly, you know who I will become. So God already knows what each and every one of us will become. God knows what we need even before we ask. That is why he asks us to have faith in him. It's not requiring anything from us. It's not saying, come and pay me for me to do this for you. It's not saying, give me money to be able to bless you. It's not saying, you have to do this. It's not putting you on any condition. God is not putting you on any condition for you to believe in him to bless you. It's just saying, have faith. Believe I can do it, because he is a God that stands on his words. He honors his word more than his name. He said it in his word, like everything will pass away. Heaven and earth can pass away, but my word will stand. You know what that means? My word will stand. My promise will never fail. So the promise of God never fails. When God make that promise with you that I will do this for you, I will bless you, I will enrich you, I will enlarge your coast. That is his promise to you. He promised you that it will never fail. So what it needs from you is your faith. Like, believe and trust in me. Like, have that trust that God will be there for you. I have been in a situation whereby I have been broke to a point whereby I don't even have a dime in my account. And I don't know where my next meal will come from. I don't know where anything I want to come from. But I look at it and I say to myself, God, I think this is just a test. You are trying to test my faith to know how much faith I have in you, and also to be able to also strengthen my faith in case I ever face that situation again. And God came through for me. Like, it came through. I got help from nowhere. He said, I will send you help from sanctuaries. Like, I will raise people to help you. I will raise nations. Help came from where I was not even expecting it from. Like, God came through. He came through for me. Like, he did it. And I said to myself, like, how? How did I get it? Like, how did this even happen? How did this even happen? And then sometimes too, when I go through certain things in my life, like when I go through certain things and I want to like lose hope and my faith, I remember last moment blessings in my life. I remember my last moment blessings. Like, you know what they call last moment blessings? Like, that is when you've lost all hopes. Like, everything is out of your control. You have no control over anything anymore. You are just there. You are just like, wherever. Anything that wants to happen should just happen right now. Whatever will be, will be. You just be like, God, I surrender all to you. Take over. Then God will come through. So that has always been something that keeps me going. My faith and my trust in God and my confidence in God. My confidence did not come from being beautiful. My confidence did not come from being smart, being knowledgeable, maybe because of my career or because of my educational background or because of my environment or whatever it is. No, that's not where my confidence comes from. My confidence comes from the fact that I know that God has always been there for me. God has always been there. He has always been the one doing things, like sending help my way. And then I now got to a realization that God knows our heart desires. The only thing he just wants from us is our faith in him and gratitude. Having faith in God doesn't cost you anything. The same way you have faith in a man, the same way you meet a man today and a man will promise you, I'm going to buy you a car in 4 or 5 months. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do that. You automatically trust that man. That is a mere human being who can fail, a human being who can flop, a human being who can, who can decide to disappoint you tomorrow. You have so much faith in an ordinary human being that can promise you. How about you have faith in God who never fails, who never fails on his promises. How about you have that faith in God and, go to God and put that faith in him and be like, God, you know what? I don't even need to open my mouth to ask you for this. You already know. To a man, to a fellow human being, you need to open your mouth to ask. You need to open your mouth to say, oh, I want this, I want that, before they will even know what you want. Even when they do, they will still not give it to you. Then now, not to talk of God in heaven, that you don't even need to open your mouth, but he sees your heart. And he will still bless you more than you request for. He will still give to you more than you will ever ask of him. How about you put your faith in him? And then one thing too is, he said, there's this adage in my language. I'm a Yoruba girl from Nigeria. I will say it in my language, but I will translate it in English. It means, Àjùmọ̀bí ò kan tàánú, ẹni a rán sí ni ló ń ṣe ni lóore. Àjùmọ̀bí ò kan tàánú, ẹni a rán sí ni ló ń ṣe ni lóore. Which means, being your family does not mean I'm going to help you. It's who God sent to you that will help you. That is what it means. Your blessings, your opportunities are not tied to your blood, to your family member. God can send anybody to help you. That is why I say you can run to anybody. You can run to a man. You can run to sugar daddy's boyfriend, man, wherever, to do this, to do that for you. If God said you are not going to be the one to do it, there's nothing you can do about it, my beautiful sisters. Exactly. It's true, families have been nothing to me, but friends have been amazing. Exactly. It is not who you know. It is who God is going to raise. It is who God is going to touch his or her heart to help you, to do things for you. That is why I said the way my life goes, especially when it comes to men, when women ask me for advice, I'm a very realistic person. I don't like to lie. I don't like to sell dreams. I don't like to give women unrealistic advice and all of that. I would say it how it is. All the help I have gotten so far in my life from men, how men have elevated me, how they've helped me, how they've done things for me, it is not based on what I did. It is not based on what I say or the right thing I said or the right behavior. It is not just based on that. It's based on the fact that God wanted these people to do it. It's based on the fact that God said, go out there and help my daughter. Go out there and put a smile on my daughter's face. God will be the one to touch these people's heart to do these things for me. Not because I am beautiful. I am not the most beautiful woman on earth. I am not the most beautiful man talking to you ladies in this life. There are a lot of beautiful, gorgeous women on this life. It's not based on how you say it. It's not based on what you do when it comes to men or humans in general. That is how I always use the word. I am just lucky. I am just lucky. I just have that grace. I'm not going to take credit for anything based on how men do things for me or how a man spend money on me or how a man buy me stuff or pay my bills. I am not going to take credit for that. I am not going to say it because I said the right word or because I know how to manipulate a man or because I know how to, strategize. No. It's just the grace of God, which we human beings will call being lucky. But it's just the grace of God. And I always acknowledge that to God, like, if this person decided to stop doing these things, there's nothing I can do. All the men I've met in the past, I didn't do anything. Is it because I did not say the right thing? Or is it because I'm not pretty enough? Or is it because I did not, use the right word. No. In fact, those are the type of men that I have even done the most for. The men who actually never really do anything for me, they are the one I've done the most for. They are the ones that I've really tried to impress, to look like, make myself a good girl, to be nice to, be kind to, and all of that. Those are the men. But the one that really did the most for me, that changed my life, I didn't have to do anything. I did not have to do anything. When you don't rely on your strength, when you don't rely on your ability when it comes to these things, watch how God will move mountains for you. That's the one thing that wants you ladies that are in this room, that have the opportunity to listen to what I'm saying tonight. I want you to have that at the back of your mind. It's not what you say to a man. It's not how beautiful you are. It's not how tall you are. It's not how skinny you are. It's not how big your boob. It is not. It is not. If God said that man is not going, not how big your boob. It is not. It is not. If God said that man is not. Sorry, ladies, my phone went off. Sorry. I wasn't charging my phone, so it went off. I'm just trying to look for another picture to use as my background photo. Yeah, let me use this one. For the ladies who have the opportunity to be in this room to listen to me tonight, run to God first before anybody. Yeah, be more authentic to yourself. Exactly. Before you run to anybody, be it a woman, be it a man, run to God. Ask God, like, God, I want this, I want that. Put my help in the hearts of the right people. Put my help in the hands of the right people. I try to follow rules and morals that weren't mine. Exactly. Social media, we are here to consume a lot of content that sometimes we stray away from our source. We stray away from our original source, which is God. We have to always find ourselves. We always have to find ourselves back. We don't have to be overly religious. I'm not overly religious. Since I've been in America, I have not been to church. I'm not overly religious. What I'm talking about right now has nothing to do with religion. It just has something to do with cultivating a relationship with God, your creator, the ones that have control over everything you do. We don't have control over our life. We do not. If God is not there to control things, there is nothing you can do. There is absolutely nothing you can do. So ask for that guidance, ask for that help. Like, God, put my help in the hands of the right people that will make me grow, people that will elevate my life, people that will help me, people that will, that you don't have to do the most. Do you know what it means that you don't have to do the most? You don't have to worry, which clothes will I wear to attract a rich man? Which hairstyle will I do to attract a rich man? How will I talk to attract a rich man? What are the things I will say to attract a rich man? What are the things I will do to attract a rich man? Girl, let me tell you one thing called grace. When that grace is upon you, you won't have to ask for these things. When that grace is upon you, you will not have to ask, what will you do to attract a man? You will be pulling men. You will be pulling, the anointing, the grace on you will be so huge that even kings and queens will want to, give you the world without you having to do anything. When I met my ex, the man God used to change my life, when I met him, I was wearing a shirt, like a white shirt, shorts, regular sleepers, no makeup on, nothing. Nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. The third day I met him was the third day, was talking about the things he wants to do for me, how he's going to change my life, how he's going to help me. I did not open my mouth to ask this man to do any of those things for me. I did not say, oh, I want to go to America, please relocate me. I want to do this, please do. I wasn't saying any of those things. He was the one even forcing me, like, go get this thing done. Here is my card, here is money, go and do this, go and do that, go and build your websites, go and do this, go. Like, preparing me. I was even more lazy. I was the one who was laid back. I was the one falling back. Like, ugh. There was a time he yelled at me, I told you to do this, go do this, do this. I'm like, I wasn't like, is this even your life? It's my life. Like, why are you so invested? That is what grace is. Like, the people that want to help you, they'll be the one using the help to beg you, like, please let me help you, please let me do this. You'll be the lazy one. It was just like when I want to go to Paris. I was just in my house. That was in November, was it? Yeah. Ending of October 2021. I was just in my house. I was not really happy that day. Then my agency just sent me invitation letter, a lot of things. Hey, Linda, you've been, select model Paris. They are interested in you. They sent you invitation. They wanted to come to Paris. I was just like, what's all this? What is all this? Even the same thing, the Gucci campaign I was supposed to do, I got all the letters. I was just receiving emails from my agency. I was receiving emails. I was not serious. It was until I compiled all my documents together and I was going to the embassy to go and submit. That was when I knew that, okay, shit is really getting serious. I wasn't serious. So you see, most of my major blessings in life came when I was not even looking for it. They came when I was not looking for it. It is called the grace of God. And then the things I was chasing, the blessings I was chasing that I wanted so bad, I didn't get them. I did not get them. The one that I was trying to forcefully go after myself, I wasn't getting them. Guess what I was getting? Being embarrassed. I was getting embarrassment. I was getting being, insulted and all of that. And I would be like, it's not your fault. If not, then that's when I would start saying, it's not your fault. If not me, I'm the one that put myself in this situation. You wouldn't have done this. Which is true. When I was chasing, I was getting embarrassed. When I fell back, the blessings were falling back into me. Why? Because I went to God before running to human being. I ran to God and say, God, here I am. Take charge of my life. Take total control of my life. Do this for me. Raise people to be the one to help me. I don't have a mind of my own. I don't have a strategy of my own. Let me tell you one thing. You can be the smartest in the room. You can be the most educated. You can be the most brilliant. You can be the most beautiful, and you will still get nothing. If God did not have the final say, and if God did not put that blessing into the hands of the people you are expecting it from. But when you ask for that grace and favor and you run to God, even the people you don't expect, they will bless you. The people you do not expect, the people you did not even, your blessings will come from the place you did not put your mind. Where you put your mind that your blessings will come might not even be from there. It might be from the one that you even overlooked. When I was chasing my blessings, I was chasing it far away, like stressing myself out, chasing it far away. But when I fell back and I allowed God to take charge of my life, I'm like, God, please do this. And the blessing came right from my street. From my street, when I met my ex that God used to change my life. I remember then I used to go out with my friends, trying to meet men, like, getting to know different men. Of course, I wasn't sleeping with them. We're not sleeping with them. We're just trying to like connect, do all of those things, collect number, network, do all of those. Waste money on Uber, waste money on rides to know different people. Sometimes we might not even we might even get contact to reach out to these people. They might not even like respond to us again. Like, it was just frustrating. But when I met the man that God used to change my life, it was on my street. On my street. Same environment, same neighborhood was where I met the man that God used to change my life through his friend. That day, I did not dress up. I was not wearing makeup. I was not. I think I have a video. Yes, I'll show you ladies now. I have a video of what I look like the day I met my ex, the man that God used to change my life. I'll show you ladies right now that video on my old phone. So you ladies will know what I'm talking about. But the days I would dress, let me go and freestyle with my girls. Let's go out. Let's go to nice restaurants. Let's go to nice bar. Let's go and do this. Let's go and do that. We'll meet a wealthy man that will change our life, that will do this for us. We did not meet anybody. We did not meet any freaking body. It was when we were not chasing. It was when I was just like, you know what? Fuck that. Let God, whatever will be, will be. Whatever will happen, will happen. That was when God came through for me. I'm looking for that video, then I will show you ladies what I'm talking about. When I met my ex. Yes. Let me clear my screen. I have video and picture from that day. You ladies will see how I was looking. I was looking so rough. Look. This was 6th of January 2021. That was me. On that, walking to that man's house because his friend invited me to just come and have a drink. I'm a friend to his friend, like a street junior sister to his friend. So he invited me, come over to that place. I'm at my friend's place. Come and have a drink. Look at my slippers. Look how I was dressed. Look at me. Look. No makeup. Look. Just random shirts. That was the day I met the man that God used to change my life. Look. Nothing. I was just very regular. I even took a picture that day. Look. I look nice. I was looking rough. Look at me. Do I look like somebody that was going out to look for a man, to hunt for a man? No. But these are the days that me and my friends will go out, go to nice nice places. These are the days me and my friends will dress up, looking all cute and all of that. We'll not even meet anybody. I remember this day I went out with my friend. I think that was my first time freestyling. And I said to myself, I will never freestyle again. My friend, she's so used to freestyling. She loves freestyling. This is December 12th, 2020. That was me. December 12th, 2020. We went to this restaurant. Look. I was at that restaurant. I was so tired. I was like, girl, I need to go home. I'm looking like a clown. I'm looking like an idiot. I need to leave. Because I see the way my friend was, trying to get the man's attention. Even the way the men were looking at our side, like, who are these desperate girls? I was like, girl, I'm not doing this anymore. I told my girl that day, girl, I am not doing this anymore. But look at the day. That was December 12th, right? December 12th, 2020. But the day I met the man that God used to change my life was when? Let me look. January 6th. 3 weeks later. Looking like this. Just walking regularly on the streets. Looking all basic. So that is what I'm trying to say here. Like, when God is on time, yeah, it's better to attract them naturally. We cannot chase. Exactly. That was when I naturally just, you know, got the man that God used to change my life. That was the day I got the man that God used to change my life. Less than a week later, he was already doing a lot for me. You see, I wasn't putting in any effort. I wasn't like, I was just, it was already like doing a lot for me, buying me things, doing nice things for me, you know. So it's just, so, it's crazy how things works. It's crazy. And I actually just realized that all the men I've met in my life, I even get them when I was looking natural. I was not looking like, no makeup, nothing. You see, when you are not just chasing, you get. I wasn't chasing. 15th of February, look, that was the first time I met a man that gave me the highest money. This was like $15,000. 15th of February, just within a month. Got my website fixed, like my website, registered my business, did a whole lot for, like, name it. Look, this was when he registered my business for me. Like, everything, my brand, my name, everything is registered. Everything is registered. No, did my passport. We're already like talking here. Like, this is my passport. Federal Republic of Nigeria. Like, that was when it was already like very serious about me relocating. Like, that's me right there. That when you don't chase, you attract. I'm just showing you ladies right now for you to know how this thing works. And this another thing. This was when my website was getting built. My website. 23rd of February. A whole lot. It was doing a lot. A lot. In anything you do, just always have this thing at the back of your mind that when you are not chasing, that is when you get. And when you're not, human being in general, they will disappoint you. Men will disappoint. Men will tell you, I will do this for you. I will do that for you. They'll promise you all the things on earth, but everything depends on you. Everything depends on your relationship with God. When you go to God first and ask God, is this person going to be my helper? Is my help coming from this person? Is this the right person you send into my life to help me? You will get that clarity. And sometimes, even when people promise you and they don't do it, don't see it as you having the problem. As long as you know that you haven't done anything wrong, you have not done anything bad, don't see it like you are the problem. Just see it as redirection. Maybe God is not trying to make this person to help you. Maybe your help is not from this person. Maybe someone will come with a better opportunity. And do not hold on to what is not yours. When you hold on to what does not belong to you, you will never attract what is yours. That's one thing in life. That was me with my previous ex before I met him. I was dating this guy. He's a very wealthy guy, very rich, like multi-billionaire in naira, a millionaire in dollars. I was with this person. I saw all the signs, all the red flags. I was getting all the red flags, but I was holding on, overextending myself, overperforming, thinking everything was my fault. This man wasn't really like paying attention to me. He doesn't care about my feelings. Doesn't care about. There was a day I was with him. I said something. I said, I'm feeling depressed. He just stood up and walked away. Like, I didn't see that as a wrong thing. I did not see that as a wrong thing because I was so naive and in love. It was when I started like having this self-love and self-worth. That was when I said to myself, what was that? Did I just tell this man that I was feeling depressed? And he literally stood up, walked away, and was talking to somebody else. That day when I told him, when he stood up, how I felt was like, oh, maybe I was bothering him. Maybe I was, maybe I'm trauma dumping. Imagine blaming myself when I just needed somebody to listen to me. I was blaming myself when I needed somebody to even listen to me. It was until I met the right person that I know that I don't even need to open my mouth to say how I feel. They just read the energy. Then my previous ex would now be the ones to say, you don't feel happy today. I hope everything is fine with you. When I used to tell one man that I was depressed and the man would stand up and walk away from me, another man would look at me and tell me that you don't look happy. Hope all is well. How can I make you happy today? But then I was holding on to the past, the man I was unable to let go. I couldn't let go. But then I was praying for blessings. But I was not letting go of what is not meant to be in my life. I was not letting go of the wrong man in my life. How will that blessing come? Because there is no space for that blessing to come into my life to sit. There's somebody occupying that space. There's a wrong person occupying that space in my life. And I was not ready to let go. But the day I painstakingly made up my mind and I said, fuck it, you have to go. When I called that man off and I said, you have to leave, and he left, a year later was when I met my blessing. Was when I met the man that changed my life. Then I already put myself through a place to heal from my past, and just started like living like a normal girl without, she's not in love, nobody's talking to her, she's just happy, just being a happy girl. That was when I was just being a happy girl. I was not even searching for a relationship. I was just living my life. That was when the right person that God used to bless me came into my life. And him too, when it was his own time to leave, I was holding on at the same time. Holding on. And God, I was feeling that God feeling in my heart. Like God said, it's time to let this one go as well. This is not your last bus stop. I just brought this person to open a new chapter in your life. It's not meant to be part of your story forever. It's just meant to be, to be part of that story, but not to complete that story. But I was holding on as well because it came like a knight in a shiny armor, like doing everything. I felt like, oh my God, I think this is the best I've ever had, and this is the best I can ever have. I was holding on to him. I was so excited. And when God said his job is over in my life, he started doing what he, as a man, will do. He started like acting like a human. You see, one thing, when God is using someone for you, let me tell you, ladies, something. When God is using somebody for you to help you, don't see it as, oh, this person is nice. This person is a good person. This person is sweet. This person is this. This person is that. No. That person is fulfilling the destiny of God in your life. The destiny that God has assigned to you. God brought that person to fulfill it. So they have to be in that character. They have to be in that character to perform those things in your life. And when they are done performing those things, they will fall back to being a regular human being. They will fall back to being a regular human being. That was what happened between me and my ex. When he started like showing me his true color, he started like misbehaving, I started feeling like, oh, maybe it's me, maybe it's my fault again. But there's a voice at the back of my head that keeps telling me like, let go of this person. His job is over. His job is over in your life. Let him go. But no, I wasn't listening. Let him go. If you don't let this person go, you will miss on a bigger blessing. But as I always do, I learned the hard way. I let him go. I had to let him go before I started like getting other blessings into my life, opportunities and everything. I look at it like his own stage is over. That's one thing we need to learn. We need to learn how to let people go and let them go gracefully. Not until you get embarrassed, not until you get disgraced. You get what I'm saying? Like, when their chapter is over in your life, let them go. They've done their part. I know we are human beings. We always like bond. We've bonded with them. We've like, like these people so much. It's hard for us to just free these people. I know. But sometimes it's better to let go for the blessing that is bigger, that you don't even know how big it is, to come into your life. We hold on to little blessings that we don't see the bigger ones that are coming. It was just like when I was holding on to the previous one that wasn't doing anything, that I thought he was the best, until the new one came around and the new one blew my mind. And I was like, oh, this was better than what I ever had. And I was also holding on to that one to thinking this is the best I will ever have or that I've ever had. Until I also had to let go of him too. And I look back, I'm like, God is good. God is really good. So ladies, this is just all I have to say for now. I don't know why I'm saying this. This is not how the conversation started, but I just believe that there's somebody in this room that needs to hear this. I don't know who that person is, but I know there is somebody in this room that needs to hear everything I've been saying since. Like, or one or two people, we need to like bring back our step. We need to retract our steps back to the source, which is God, which is the creator, which is the creator of everything, which is the one that created you, which is the one that knows everything your heart desires before you even ask. Let me tell you, ladies, one more thing. Like, when you are praying, you can never remember everything you want in your prayers. You might want 10 things. You might want 10 or 100 things. But when you are praying, you realize that you can only remember like 2, 3, or 4. Right? But then again, God knows all these things you are praying for. In fact, He even knows the one you need that you yourself you don't know that you need. He knows what you want. He knows your needs and your wants beyond what you yourself you know. And He also knows to add more to your blessings when you are not expecting it. He knows to add more to it. Because most of us, we live in a blessing that we never for one time ask God for. We live in blessings that we never for one time ask God to give to us. We live in those blessings. How about that? So that's why I'm like, put God first. Let this year be a year that's before anything, even before your own level of intelligence, before your own mind, before your own ability, before your own capacity, put God first. Say, God, I commit this into your hand. You don't need to pray and pray and pray and roll on the floor, scream. Just little conversation with God and say, God, you know what? You are the creator of everything. You created me before I know myself. You knew the moment I was formed in my mother's belly. You know everything I want. You know what I will become. You know the day and the minute I will take my last breath. You are the one that have control over everything I want, over all my heart desires. You know more than I want. I know you will bless me. So today, I am committing everything into your hands. Take control of my life. Take charge of my life. Take control of my life. Take charge of my life. Direct me to the right place. Direct me to the right people. Bring the right people my path. People that you will meet, you don't have to use strategy. Do you know what it means to be with people that you don't even have to use your brain? You don't have to be strategically this and that. You don't have to use strategy. You don't have to use manipulation. You don't have to do this. You don't need all those things. When the blessings of God are on you, when the grace of God is upon you, ladies, you don't need manipulations. You can be size 16. You can be size 40. You can be size 50. It doesn't matter. When the grace and the favor of God is upon you, you don't need nothing. You don't need nothing. That is when people will come into your life and they will be asking you, how did you do it? How did you get here? What have you done? And you yourself, you'll be looking like, I don't even know. I get that a lot. Friends ask me, how did you get men to pay your bills? How are you getting this and you don't have to work? You don't even have to sleep with this man. You don't have to be a 304. You don't have to be this. You don't have to be that. I will ask myself, I don't know. It's not because I am better than those women. Don't get me wrong. It's not because I am smarter. I am not even the smartest in the room. I don't consider myself a smart person. I do not consider myself a smart person. So, when you ask for that grace of God, things will fall in place. Things will fall in place for you. Everything will look like magic. Even you yourself, you'll be so confused. That is how. And you see, and the beautiful thing about the grace and the blessing of God is it speaks for itself. It doesn't need announcement. You don't need to announce it. You see, when the grace of God, when the blessings of God start to manifest in your life, you don't need anybody to announce it for you. The world will see it. It will radiate in you. It's like a beauty. It's like an energy. People feel it. People will see it. People will talk about it. You yourself, you'll be so shocked. You will not know. You'll be so confused. Your friends and family will think maybe you don't want to put them on. No. It's not because you don't want to put them on. It's because you yourself, you don't even know how you got there yourself. You will meet a man that will change your life. A man that will provide for you. That will do everything. A man that will worship the floor you walk on. And you'll be asking yourself. People will be asking you, how did you meet that man? What did you say? What did you do? There is nothing. Most of the women you ladies are seeing on internet today, like, you want their life, you want how they are so kept wife, kept girlfriend, this and that. Those women, you'll be surprised, most of them don't even have to do anything. There was no strategy they used to meet their millionaire or their billionaire husbands or boyfriends to do anything for them. There was no book they read. There was no podcast they listened to. There was no course online that they bought. There was nobody that taught them anything. God, God just did it for them. It's just the grace of God. God just blessed them. And when you see this woman, you can see that energy in them. You can tell the energy of a woman that was naturally blessed by God and the one that have to hustle for something. You can tell. You can tell when you know that this woman, she's just blessed. This man is just blessed. This man is just lucky. Like, you can just tell the way she talks, the way she moves, the way she do things, the way she flows. Like, everything is just like water. Like, she moves with grace. You can just tell her life is really soft. Like, it's not a wannabe soft woman. It's not a wannabe kept woman. It's not a wannabe housewife or wannabe hypergamy woman. Everything is just there. You can just feel it. And you can tell the ones that really have to hustle, buzzle. You can tell there is no peace. They don't give that peaceful energy. They don't. So which one would you like to be? Would you like to be the one that people will look at you and they will tap from your blessings, or the one you will look, you just feel like, oh, this one, her life is so chaotic? No, no. That is why do these things for the next 3 to 6 months, ladies. You will see a significant changes in your life. I am not saying don't put in effort. Do your best and leave the rest to God. But do not do beyond what you can. Don't do this year. Don't do anything out of desperation. Don't look for men, a man that will provide for you, a man that will keep you under his roof, a man that will marry you, a man that will do this and that, buy you bag, pay your bills. Don't do it out of desperation. Go to God first. Go to God first and say, God, please, you know what I want. I know you are aware of what I want more than I myself want it. So I am coming before you today and I surrender everything to you. Take charge of my life. Take full control of my life and help me navigate this part of my life. Help me navigate this journey. Help me navigate life. Bring the right people my way. Bring the right helpers my way. People that I do not have to use strategy to get anything out of. People that I do not have to use manipulation or anything to get things out of. People that will look at me and they will say, you deserve this. This is what you should be doing, ladies. Anybody can be of help to you. It might even be your fellow woman. It doesn't even have to be a man. A woman can come into your life today and introduce you to a life-changing opportunity. A woman can come into your life today and introduce you to a life-changing opportunity. An opportunity that will change your life forever. That you don't even need a man. You don't need a man to do those things. How about you being the giver and not being the receiver? Maybe you are even meant to be a giver. Like, God really wants to bless you so high that you also be a blessing to others, to men and women, to nations, to your community, to your environment. That people will know you, like the world will sing your song. How about that? Then you don't have to wait for a man to actually come and buy you the bags, the shoes, the clothes, give you the fancy life. I am not saying those things are not good, but what if God wants you? God will so bless you that will put you in a position that you said you'll be buying people Hermes bags. Your friend will come into your closet one day and be like, oh, I like this Becky 24, 25. Can I have it? And you'll be like, yeah, you can have it. Don't worry, I'll get another one. Or you know what I can also get for you. Don't you want to be that person that you also can be someone that will impact in other people's life? Never underestimate how far you can go in life. Never underestimate how large your blessings can be. Don't base your blessings on getting 3,000, 4,000 allowance. Don't base your blessing on getting $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 bags. Don't base your blessing on just getting your rent paid by a man. Like, put your blessing on this in this way that I also want to be a blessing to others, to my environment, to nations. Like, I want to extend blessing to other people. I want people to also grow, to elevate through me. That you don't have to get disrespected by any man just to know that, just to have a bag to show off. You don't have to go on your knees and suck a man's cock like an old man. Especially we young, beautiful women, beautiful, gorgeous women in our prime, in our 20s. We don't need a man in their 50s, 60s, 70s to lay down with us, to give us the kind of life we're looking for. We don't need that. Like, God can use them to bless us without even having to do any of those things with them. God can use them to bless us without having to do any of those things. I want you women to see yourself in a better light. I want you women to have a bigger and better picture of yourself. That look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I deserve more than what I think I am looking for right now, because I am a child of God, because I have the grace of God upon me. Start manifesting that grace of God upon yourselves. Start living in that grace. Start believing that that grace is already upon you. Whenever you wake up in the morning, go on your knees and say, God, as I'm going out today, everything I'm doing today, I put it in your hand. Take total control of everything. That should be your prayers. Like, you go on your knees and ask God for that divine favor, divine grace, and ask Him to, let that grace be upon you wherever you go, everywhere you go. Ask God to always give you that grace. Like, when people see you, let them see that light shining through you, that light of God, like that grace of God. Let them see it radiating you. That is where you get blessings. You just see anybody can help you. Anybody can give you anything. It doesn't even have to be a man. It can be a woman. It can be white, black, adults, children, anybody. God can raise anybody to, lead you to rooms of opportunities. So, ladies, that's all I have to say for now. I don't know why I've been saying this, but like I said, I think somebody needs to hear this today. Like, somebody really needs to hear it. Hence why I've been here since saying this. Somebody needs to hear it. So, do not look down on yourself. Don't say because you're not where you want to be that you're a failure. Nobody is a failure. There is nobody. As long as you're on this earth living, you're not a failure. It's okay to fall back. It's okay not to know what you are looking for right now. It's okay that you're not getting what you're looking for. But the good thing about life is the fact that you are here, a lot can still happen. You all are young. Don't follow the illusion of social media that, oh, you are getting old, you're in your mid-20s, you're getting to your 30s, or you're in your 30s, or you're in your 40s, this and that. Do not buy into that. You see, the blessing of God doesn't have age limit. Human beings will set age limit. Human beings will say you will hit the wall at 30. God will tell you, I'm not done with you at 80. That is how God works. God, the blessings, the grace of God doesn't know about age, doesn't know about gender, does not have time limit or deadline. Human beings will give you deadline. A job will give you deadline, like, oh, if you're at a certain age, I can't employ you. If you're at this age, I can't employ you. But that is not how the grace and the blessings of God works. It doesn't work like that. Protocols will change when you have the grace of God bestowed upon you. Rules will be broken when the grace of God is upon you. You might be a mother of 4 in this room right now. You might be a mother of 1. You might be a mother of 2. You might be a mother of 3. And somebody somewhere is telling you, no man is going to wife you. No man is going to take care of your children. There's no man out there that is ready to be a baby father, or that is ready to be a stepfather that will take care of another man's child. Did God call your phone number and tell you that? Did God say that to you, that this is what I am not going to do? Why are you internalizing what another fellow human being will wake up and project upon you? Someone you don't know, someone who is not even your father, someone who is not even your mother, someone who have no right. Even your mother and your father cannot even proclaim anything into your life. The only person that can proclaim things into your life and it will happen is God and you. God and your thoughts. Your thoughts, the things you think in your head about yourself, is what will manifest. And the plans of God for you too. Not your mother, not your father. You allow social media podcasts to raise you. You allow something you heard on TikTok, something you read online, some podcast you watch say, oh, if you are 30, you've hit the wall, there is no hope for you in your 30s, there is no hope for you in your 40s, there is no hope for you as a single lady, there is no hope for you because you're a fat girl, there is no hope for you because you are short, there is no hope for you because you are size 10, you are like, how? How? There's no hope for you because you're a mother of two. How? Your fellow human being who doesn't even have a control over his own life, his or her own life, who cannot wake up today and say tomorrow I'm going to become a billionaire, and he or she will eventually become a billionaire. You are allowing that person to be the one to dictate how your life will go. Make it make sense. The only person that has final say, you don't even have final say on your life. The only person that has final say on your life is the Almighty God that created you to be wherever you are today. This tomorrow, even the next 5 minutes, as you ladies are there listening to me, do you know what will happen to you in the next 5 minutes? You have no idea. As I am sitting right here, I don't know what will happen next. A bomb might fall on top of this house in the next 2 minutes and I will not even know. Nobody knows what is going to happen in the next second. And then you are allowing people to have a say over your life. You don't want to run to the person that know when the world will end. You don't want to run to the person that know the beginning and the end of the world, which is God. Let the person who know the beginning and the end of the world, the person that know how you got into your mother's belly, the person that know how you grew to be where you are today, let that person be the one to dictate your life. And who is that person? God. It's God. Do not let social media race you. Do not let social media determine your destiny. Your destiny has already been written. Whatever will happen to you, it has been written before your father and your mother met. Take it or leave it. The child you will give birth to tomorrow when you start having kids, what that child will become, God already knows. Even before you know that child. Before you even get pregnant, God has already known the child in your belly, what that child will become. Do not let nobody project anything on you. Not even yourself. Don't even let yourself project negativity on you. Go to your source. Let this year be the year that every woman in this room will go to the source. And what is that source? God. Go to God. Run to God. Ask Him for favor. Ask Him for grace. Grace. Let it be the only song you'll be singing this year. Write it down, ladies. Grace. God, I need your grace. And then the another thing that will crown it all, that will hasten your prayer, is gratitude. Like, every woman in this room should learn how to extend gratitude to God. Even if it's a can of Coke you can afford to buy yourself on your birthday, to the birthday girl in the room, even if it's a can of Coke and a $2 cookie, go buy it for yourself, celebrate yourself, and be grateful for that. And say, God, I thank you that I can afford to buy this soda, I can afford to buy this cookie, I can afford to dance and celebrate myself today. Be in that. Don't take away everything from your heart. Empty your mind. You see, let me tell you, ladies, when you want to be in a space of gratitude, empty your mind. You know what? Empty everything. Your worries, everything you're thinking about, your fears, the fear of my future, what I want right now, even your current situation, whatever you're going through right now, remove that from your mind. Remove that from your mind. And just be in a space of gratitude for like 30 minutes. 30 minutes is all it takes to change a lot. Just be in that space of gratitude and be like, God, I'm grateful. Put on some uplifting music, like, soul uplifting music, like, or go online, listen to gratitude podcasts, listen to uplifting podcasts. Like, if you have podcasts right there, or YouTube, just go on YouTube, type gratitude, like gratitude inspirational message or healthy mindset. There's this channel on this thing. I used to listen to that. I listen to that a lot. It's called The Healthy Mindset. I don't know how to share link here. I could have shared that link. So, like, you ladies, listen to those type of things, like things that will uplift your soul, this thing that will uplift your spirit. Don't go on listening to this podcast. 50-50 relationship. What do you bring to the table? Oh, if you're 40, you can never be this. Fuck that. Go and listen to gratitude podcast. Let me give you one time when I was in Nigeria. I was so flat broke. I was so broke. There was this guy I used to like talk to. This man, whenever he gives me money, doesn't really, if I if I ask him for money, he hardly gives it to me. If he gives to me, it's not that much. So that day I was so broke. I have no money in my account. I needed to do a lot of things. I was just on the floor. I was crying. I said, God, what is this? What is this? What is this? Then I called my spiritual godmother. Like, that woman, she's like a pastor. I called her. I'm like, Ma, this is what is happening. The woman was like, my daughter, don't even pray for anything. Just put on the nice music and dance. Dance in your room. Go on your knees and thank God for everything. Thank God for things He has done for you. Thank God for the things He's doing. And thank God for the things He will do. Right? I did that. I danced and danced and danced and I was sweating. I went to my bathroom to shower. This is a man that I've not spoken to in like 7 months. I went to shower. When I came back from my bathroom, I saw his message. He was like, hey, how are you? I said, I'm fine. He said, it's been a while. I've not heard from you. I said, well, I don't know. He said, how have you been? What is going on with you? How's everything? I said, well, no, everything is not really fine. I'm just out here chilling. He now said, oh, I know. You saying everything is not fine. I know it's money you need. You always need money. You always need money. He said, well, I will see if I still have your account number. As I was on the phone with this man sent me money he has never sent me before. He sent me money he has never ever sent me. The biggest money. I was like, wait, did you make a mistake? He said, no. He said, I know you will need it. He said, anyways, I have to run now. I just said I should check up on you. That is the hand of God right there, ladies. I was able to do everything I wanted to do, and I still had more money in my account. Chilling. Enough money to spend around to do anything that I want, like, to have fun. That is God for you right there. That is what gratitude can do. Ask God for grace, and when you ask God for that grace, do one more thing, show gratitude. Even before you receive your blessings, be thankful for that. It's just like a child. Let me use children as an example to you ladies. If there's a mother in the room, you have like 2 kids. One of them comes to you crying, Mommy, buy me this toy. I want this toy. Oh, if you don't buy me this toy, I'm not going to be this. Crying. Then the other child comes to you and said, Mommy, thank you so much, and because I know you're going to buy me this toy, I'm so thankful because I know you're going to buy me this toy. Which of those children will you listen to? Which one will touch your heart? Is it the one throwing tantrum, crying to you, I want this, I want that? or the one that is already thanking you, appreciating you when you have not even done it? Which one will touch your heart to want to quickly make you run to that store to go get that toy? The one that has already like put you in that tight corner to do that thing. That is what gratitude does. Gratitude puts God in a position to move his hand. Even if, see, that is why David in the Bible has a very good relationship with God. And that is why God said, David is the apple of my eyes, or the man after my heart. I don't know how he put it. Gratitude. Because David has already cracked that code with God. Like, he knows that he doesn't even have to go on his knees and be praying and praying. All he needs to do is to just sing, dance, and say, God, I know you've done it. That house I want, I know you've built it. The car I want, I know you've bought it. God will look at you and be like, what kind of child is this? I've not even done this thing for you. You're already thanking me. Okay. I will do it for you. Because one thing God hates to do is to bring shame upon his name and the faith you already have in him. You see that faith you already have in him? He hates to disappoint that faith. That gratitude you are showing, he hates to disappoint it. When you are showing gratitude to God, like, God, I am thankful, everything I want this year, I know you've done it. Even the ones the one I never asked you for, I know you've done it. And also, thank you for the ones you have done. Thank you for the blessings you have blessed me that I never asked for. Thank you for the blessings you have blessed me that I asked for. Thank you for the ones you are doing in my life right now that I am not even seeing. Start saying that. Start saying that, and you will see how God will move mountains, ladies. You will see how God will move mountains in your life. You will not have to chase. When your blessings start to come upon you, people will come to you and ask you, how did you do it? And you will say, I don't know how. That's the type of blessing that we all want this year. The type of blessing that God will bless us. That when people ask us, how? We say to them, like, we don't know. Because the truth is, we actually don't know. God stood up for us. God raised people, helpers, strangers to come into our lives to bless us, that we don't even have to do the most. That is what we all need this year, ladies. It's not about your freestyling. It's not about what you do. It's not about the dating app you go on. It's not about how you talk to a man. It's not about the podcast you listen to. It's not about the course you are buying online. It's not about the level up courses, ladies. You can buy all of that. A lot of women have bought level up courses. A lot of women have listened to podcasts. A lot of women have listened to this and that. How many of them are married to millionaires or billionaires today? How many of them? That is why when you ladies ask me, am I going to ever sell a course on this platform? I said no. I will not. I will not sell any course. Even if tomorrow I end up with a millionaire or a billionaire, I will never sell a course to any of you ladies. The only thing I will give to you ladies is this knowledge I'm sharing with you right now, which is what has also helped me to be wherever I am today. This knowledge of being close to God, of knowing God, of putting God first, because that is the only thing that have helped me in my life so far. It is not about level up course. It is not about any book I read. It is not about any course I bought. No. Everything that I've done, that have helped me navigate dating life, is God. That is the only knowledge I can share with you women. And that is the only thing I have. If I have more than that, I will gladly share it. I am not the type to gatekeep. I am not the type to hold information, because you know one thing I believe, another woman's blessing is not a threat to mine. Another woman's growth is not a threat to mine. The sky is too big for millions and billions of birds to fly. If I have any other thing to give to you ladies to get to your goals, to achieve your dreams, I will gladly give it with all my heart. But whatever I'm sharing with you ladies here is what I have. I can't lie to you people. I can't. I can't tell you people that there's one strategy I am using somewhere. No. I cannot. I don't have it. If I have it, I will give it. If I said this is a book I read that helped me to make a man to start paying my bills, if I said this is the book I read to make a man to start loving me or all the things I've been doing, I'll share it with you ladies right here. Like, of course I have books I read, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't read books, at least to still have like basic knowledge, but I do not base all my effort on that, because I can read all the books in the world library. If God did not say yes, those things are in vain. It's just like in my language, they say, it's also in the Bible. I don't know how to say it in the English version of Bible. It says like, tí Olúwa, like tí èmi Olúwa ò bá kọ́lé, àwọn tó ń kọ́ ń ṣe lásán. Like tí Olúwa ò bá kọ́ ilé náà, àwọn tó ń kọ́ ń ṣe lásán. It means that if God did not build that house, the builders are working in vain. Yes, it's in the Bible. It said, if God did not build the house, the builders are just working in vain. If I read all the books on earth, if I listen to all the podcasts, if I buy all the courses on this earth, if I listen to all the Shira 7 podcasts, if God say no, nothing is going to happen, ladies. Nothing is going to happen. I've met multi-millionaires, billionaires that did not even give me a dime. I've met thousandaires, men that earn 100K, 120K, and they did a lot for me. So it's not even based on how rich a man is, how wealthy a man is. It's based on what he is actually ready to do for you. That's another thing. So sisters, please let this year be the year that you will get it right with God and go to Him first in everything you do. Grace and gratitude. Write it down. Ask for grace and then show gratitude. And let your gratitude be for past blessings, current blessings, and blessings that are yet to come. Be grateful for things God has done in your life in the past, the one you asked for and the one you never asked for. Be grateful for the things God is doing in your life, the one you asked for, the one you did not ask for. And be grateful for the blessings that are yet to come that you are asking for, and even the one you did not ask for. Be grateful for all of that. And overall, look at yourself too in the mirror and tell yourself you deserve every of your heart's desires. Look at yourself too and worship yourself. Self-worshiping is another thing. Look at yourself and worship yourself. Because when you worship yourself, you are appreciating the creation of God. You are the creation of God. God put you on this earth as His representative. When you look at yourself, you appreciate yourself. You worship yourself. You adore yourself. You are also appreciating the work of God in your life. Like, look at me. I am beautiful. I am blessed. I am gracious. I deserve everything. I deserve all the blessings. I deserve all the opportunities. Help comes my way. God is good to me. People are good to me. Men are good to me. Women are good to me. Black people are good to me. White people are good to me. Kids are good to me. Adults are good to me. I am good to myself. Look at yourself. Worship yourself. Dance. Romance yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Dance around the mirror. Appreciate every part of you. Like, my hair is so beautiful. My body is so beautiful. My skin is so this. Like, appreciate the work of God through you. And that is how people will start to see you. Let us cultivate this thing this is January. Let's do this until June. We'll see a significant change, not in our life alone, even our mental health. Our mental health will also improve. Like, we'll be open to a new chapter in our life that it's just so peaceful. It's just so like you just feel at peace. Let me tell you something. When you're at peace with yourself, you attract a lot. When you're at peace with yourself, you attract a lot. You attract so much blessings come into your life when you're at peace. People who are at peace with themselves, blessings come into that heart. Blessings thrives in that environment. Not when your heart is not at peace, or you are not when you are not in love with yourself. That is not the only time. That is not when good things will come to you. And also, clean your space. Let go of certain things. I did that I did that in 2021. I decluttered my house. I went into my closet. I brought out clothes, shoes, bags, household materials that I don't need. The ones that I have to throw away, I threw them away. The ones I have to give out, I give out. I decluttered my house. I cleaned my space. Clean under your bed. Do physical cleansing and then do spiritual cleansing. The spiritual cleansing is you cleaning your heart and being at peace with yourself. The physical cleansing too is very important. It also radiates in our spiritual life. Go into your house, declutter. One day, wake up and decide to just spend that one day to throw away things you don't need in your house. Let go of things. Don't hold on to things. Let go of those energy. Free them. Send them to the universe. Like the ones you have to give out the ones you have to throw it away. Clean everywhere. Open your windows. Let good air come in. Read your book. Read your Bible. Shower yourself with salt. I do salt bath. Put salt in your water. Bathe yourself with salt and water. Wear clean clothes. Go to bed with gratitude in your heart. Do that for the next 6 months. You will see a significant change in your life. And one more thing, have control over your feelings and your emotions, especially with friends, family, and people in general. And that is a time of your life that you will face a lot of tests. You see, by the time you start finding your way back to the source, by the time you start finding your way back to God, by the time you start finding your way back to you, a lot will happen. Temptations will come. Your faith will be tested. A lot. Even families will want to start getting on your nerves, friends, colleagues, everything. People want to pick on you because that is the dusk before the dawn. It is always the toughest. You see, the time you're about to break through in life is always the toughest, but do not fall back. Once you pass through that stage in your life, you've overcome everything. That stage in your life is when people want to do the most to you. People want to test you so much. You just want to be pissing you off. You'll be like, what the fuck is going on? Don't give into that energy. You see, because that energy will take a lot from you. The energy you give to people when people want to trigger you, when people want to fight you, you see that energy that you return back to them, it goes with blessings. It goes with blessings. It takes. Negative energy doesn't add anything positive to you. It takes from you. So, and your thoughts, the way you think of yourself, have control over your thoughts, which is very hard to do because, there are so many things going through our mind every day. Like the human being brain can think a lot of, have over 60,000 thoughts. The human being can have over 60,000 thoughts in a day. Yeah. So, how can we have control over those things? Focus on the ones you have control over, not the ones you don't have control over. The ones you have control over is the one you should focus on. But when you focus on it, Make sure it's a positive thinking. Make sure you are thinking positively of yourself. No matter how negative the situation is, be positive. Remain positive. Remain positive. Just stay positive. It might be tough. It might be hard. Be delusional about thinking positive of yourself. When they say, "Oh, you're so delusional," be delusional about it. If if it has to take you to be delusional to think positively of yourself, do it. Do it. So, ladies, thank you all for being part of this live. I wish I can save this. I don't know how. I know that there's somebody in this room tonight that is feeling so down, that the person feel like, oh, this is a new year that I have come into. I don't want this new year to be like last year. Oh, new year, they are, so much anxiety. They are not feeling good within themselves. I feel like God want me to speak to this person today. Whoever you are, just know that you're on the right path. Whoever you are, that you've listened to everything I've said tonight, just know that God is on your side, because everything I said today, it is not me. It is God using me to speak to you. Just know that God is listening to you. God hears your cries. God knows your heart. God knows the things you want. So this is Him sending you a confirmation that He's around. This is God sending you a confirmation that He is around the corner. That He's not leaving. Have that at the back of your mind. That is God letting you know that He's not leaving. That is why you are here today, to hear this. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you, thank you. It was really, really a great live. Thank you so much. Good night, ladies.